Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet ranked battle video. In today's video, we're going to be celebrating the Fire Gator squad. No, JK, we're going to be in honor of Regulation J, showcasing the latest mythical Pokemon added to the Pokédex, and that is Pecharunt. A rather difficult Pokemon to use, I might add, because of the dominance of steel types in the current competitive meta. But let's see if we can make it work. Okay, so here we have our opponent Cofter. Cofter's restricteds are Ice Rider, Calyrex, and Lunala. He's also got in DDF, Hengest, Trick Room potential. Ursaluna, also Trick Room potential. Why don't we open with Pecharunt, see if we can pull off our strategy with it. And Solgaleo, this Tyranitar is a bruiser spec, so he's on the slow side. So we'll bring him and Bronzong. Yeah, let's go with that. Bronzong is a little bit hard to use. Really only worth it if you're planning on using Trick Room. So my comp is kind of middling speed a little bit. The Trick Room is really there to counter the really fast teams. I would say his team and my team are about the same speed. So I don't think Trick Room is going to play a big role in this match. But let's just wait and see. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay, so in DD starts out with the Psychic Surge. This means Lunala, is she going to be able to one-shot anything? Yeah, probably Pecharunt. Pecharunt is in major danger if it gets hit by a Psychic attack. So what are we going to do about that? We're going to Terra Rocket, Poison Gas, and then bring in T-Tar. That'll boost our special defense. Now, if you look at Pecharunt's stats, this is actually recommended by a viewer. Pecharunt's stats are quite good, except for its special defense, which it lacks. It has very high defense stat, and so Lunala's, Moongeist Beam, etc. is pretty scary to it. But if we change its type so it takes neutral damage from Psychic, and we give it 50% boost to its special defense, all of a sudden it's looking like a very well-rounded Pokemon. At least that's the idea here. Oh, and it actually moved first, so we Poison Gas. Did that even hit the Indeedee? I can't tell because it's behind the Tyranitar. So there you have it. That's the whole point of using Pecharunt. It can poison the opponent pretty easily, and when it does, the opponent also becomes confused. So look at that, there we go. So this is a 50% chance that these Pokemons are going to hit themselves in confusion and lose the turn. On top of that, it did get off a move. We should be able to survive this though. Oh, it targeted Tyranitar. I don't know why. Maybe it was trying to hit the Solgaleo. So that's kind of an interesting choice. And that hits the Pecharunt. Neither of them hurt themselves in confusion. That's a little bit disappointing. They beat the odds. But they're both going to be taking damage from Poison and Sandstorm Chip after each turn. So it's another nice little perk of this team. So unless she uses Trick Room on this next turn, I think I have move priority here based on how incredibly slow that Lunala appears to be. So we can go for Venoshock, single target damage, or we can go for Sludge Wave. If we use Sludge Wave, we kind of need to use Protect on Tyranitar so he doesn't take unnecessary damage. Let's go for Poison Gas because I think he is going to swap out, and then we'll just go for a safe pick, a Rock Slide here. On top of that confusion probability, we're also going to be adding Flinch probability on top of that. I don't think he's changing any Pokemon here, so yeah, that sucks. It means I wasted my Poison Gas turn. But this Pecharunt spec is more of a stall build. You want to kind of drag the battle on if you can, because there's that damage over time effect. Oh, twice in a row it does not hurt itself in confusion. We're going to take this Moonblast and we survive. That's going to boost our attack by 2 stages because we have weakness policy here, which means they're both in danger of dying to this Rock Slide, or getting knocked out by the Rock Slide. Indeedee avoided the attack. Lunala did not get knocked out by it. That is a little bit disappointing. Now, we really don't want to lose this Tyranitar because we don't want to lose our ability to control the weather. So can the Indeedee actually KO my Tyranitar on this turn? I think it just has Psychic, which I resist. I think we should keep him in. No, I got a better idea. Let's Sludge Wave and Protect. So hopefully one of these Pokemon hurts itself in confusion. You know, I find that I'm using this strat. I'm getting off the poison gas effectively. They're getting confused, but they're not hitting themselves in confusion. That's one of the things I don't like about this team comp, is that it has an additional layer of random number generation, or RNG, that I'm used to. I like stability, you know. I like being sure that I'm going to hit somebody. Ooh, yeah, look at that special defense. That is nice. Okay, this should do some damage here. I gotta say, it's really disappointing that none of them have hurt themselves in confusion yet. Lunala does go down. Indeedee has a very high special defense spec from what I can tell. She hardly took any damage from that. It's really the rock slide that didn't land last turn that would have KO'd her. So that's another disappointing thing. I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, you're a lucker. But our opponent is getting pretty lucky here by dodging the rock slide and not hurting himself. But that being said, we're a little bit ahead in this match, so can't complain about it. So what's next? We've got Ice Rider Calyrex. Probably very slow, but impossible for me to know if it's slower than my Tyranitar under this Trick Room. Could it one-shot the Tyranitar? Yes. Oh man, this is a tough one. I think we're gonna go for Poison Gas, and then we just hope, because if he does move first in this Trick Room, then Calyrex is gonna get one hit KO'd, but I seriously doubt that's gonna happen. I just can't switch him out in good conscience, knowing that he has the 2 stages of attack boost right now. So come on, who's he gonna be? Oh. Yeah, the conservative play would have been to withdraw the Tyranitar there. Will this Poison Gas go off? He's getting scary. As if he isn't scary already. Okay, Poison Gas does go off. So Calyrex is going to be confused. We can't bring the Sandstorm back, which is going to reveal Pecharunt's special defense weakness very shortly. And we're going to lose that chip damage. Indeedee, oh, she's just barely alive. Okay, so I'm predicting that the opponent is going to use Ice Lance again, in which case I can block it with Solgaleo's Wide Guard. I'm beginning to regret the Bronzong pick. The one advantage is that it's very slow, so it will move first in Trick Room. So let's go for a Sludge Wave here. And Bronzong doesn't deal incredibly good damage, but its damaging attacks, Body Press, and Gyro Ball both scale on its extremely low speed and extremely high defense. So it does have viability on this team. It's just I'm kind of wishing I went for something that dealt a little more damage at this point, because it's unclear who has the real advantage here with the Trick Room. So okay, Calyrex did hurt itself in confusion right there, which means we could have been offensive with Solgaleo, but how could we have known that? It's safer to wait for this Trick Room to expire, and then we'll have move priority against the Calyrex, and then we'll be able to ensure that it gets KO'd by the Solgaleo. So I think there's one more turn left on the Trick Room. Now I can spam Wide Guard. It's one of those abilities where you can just spam and spam and spam, and it's not going to fail. It's always going to block that Ice Lance. At least I've never seen it fail. So here we have a Mungus, extremely slow, not slower than Bronzong. Could we go for Poison Gas? First, let's see how many turns of Trick Room. One more turn. Maybe we just wait this out, because they definitely have move priority here. Yeah, he's going to spam me with that Ice Lance. So let's just go for the Wide Guard and the Protect. We stall, we wait for this Trick Room to expire. Hopefully he used Ice Lance and not a single target ability. Or he hurts himself in confusion. I'll settle for that. So he's healing the Calyrex instead of going for the sleep, which is actually better for us, because Solgaleo can end this Calyrex on the next turn. Calyrex did single target, but the Protect was there, so no damage was taken. Very nice. So Solgaleo is going to have move priority right now, and we should be able to Sunsteel Strike this Calyrex for the KO. This is heating up. It's heating up. It's becoming a close match. Dimensions return to normal. Alright, so we're not going to go for a poison. We go for a Venus Shock. Or we go for a Sludge Wave, but we don't... Oh, Sludge Wave won't affect Solgaleo. Okay, let's go for Sludge Wave. And then we'll go for Sunsteel Strike on Calyrex. Unless he switches Calyrex out. Oh, that's a taunt. That's not good. Oh, crap. I wasn't expecting the taunt. That sucks. Well, the good news is Amoonguss should go down on this turn. Solgaleo could survive. If he doesn't survive, Bronzong should be able to come in and get off a body press that ends the Calyrex, so we should still win. Oh, clutch! It has Trick Room. Oh boy. Okay, so we want to play this safe, don't we? What would be the safest play? He can't take out both of my Pokemon on this turn. He can take out the Pecharunt with the Psychic, which is probably going to be his play. I'm just going to predict that. And then we'll Sunsteel Strike the Calyrex for the win. Bronzong is our insurance policy. He comes in, he moves before Calyrex with the body press. And we called it. He went for the KO on Pecharunt. Okay, so did we get value out of Pecharunt in this match? I think it's safe to say that we did. The opponent did get pretty lucky in the beginning of the match by not hurting itself with confusion at all, really. I think the Heater hurt himself once. But it does add that pressure, like, oh, maybe I should switch out this Pokemon even though it's already set up because it's confused. So there's a lot of mind games that happen with the Pecharunt. Also, it's really nice in that Sandstorm that he gets that bonus special defense, because it's the one stat that really kind of keeps him from being super viable, is that he can easily get taken out by a special attacker that is faster than him. But overall, I'd say that was a pretty clean match. I'm going to say with Pecharunt, it's kind of hit or miss. You know, this is not a Pokemon or a strategy that I would take into a tournament because it's just a little too much RNG for me. But you can see that if you add 50% to that special defense stat, it does round out really nicely. And if you get lucky with those confusions, then we're talking about a really, really powerful Pokemon. But either way, I just wanted to experiment with it and share that experimentation with you. That's what this channel is all about. So give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.